I want this shit banging in my headphones. You understand me? Let me hear that beat. You dig? I'ma address some shit. Let y'all niggas know the real. I've been dormant for too long. Hibernating. Everybody want it, but do you wanna get it? I'm sick of all these niggas bullshitting. I'm sick of all these bitches. I'm sick of how these bitch niggas tripping. And how y'all get these passes to these snitches. Neighborhood crippin'. Dog pound gangsters in the building. I'ma treat these niggas like bitches. Throw them to the wolves and the vultures, the hyenas and my siblings.
Damu Keyway conversation. The only place you gonna get it is the only place you gonna get Big U.
Wes. Welcome to the Damu Keyway conversation. Home to the West Coast. The voice of the culture. Tsu Surf the gun. Salute, man. Y'all should already know it's up and it's stuck. Byron Blake calls out WACK100. How did an ex-felon beat a gun case in Texas? Oh, yeah, they met up online. I think it was like the battle rapper room in on Clubhouse. And it's a pretty good exchange. Y'all hit that like button, man. Look, salute to everybody on Twitch. Salute to all my good people on YouTube and on IG. If you want to get the whole content, IG only gives you an hour of streaming. Run to YouTube, hit that like button, and make sure you active in the comment, in the chats. The chat is where it's at. The Damu Keyway conversations. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. I hope y'all checked out that joint 3 hours on Poetic Jala yesterday. Flamed him up, you know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of other stuff going on, man. Listen, salute to my team, my brothers. Shout out to my brother G Money. Salute to Dougie out of South Carolina. My boy Baba out of Michigan. You know what I'm saying? My boy Vinny up out of South Central by way of Vegas. And then after Vegas, right now he out in Ohio with my brother G, man. The team strong. Money long, team strong, money long. Hey, but nah, if y'all didn't know, somebody got caught traveling through interstate commerce with 3 guns. They're ex-felons, and they got another ex-felon, his brother, in the car, right? Robert Jones. 2 ex-felons, and they got 3 guns and 800 rounds of ammunition. And they stuck. They get stuck, pulled over after speeding in Wheeler County, Texas. Y'all know this gonna be a good one. Let me see what's up with my good people. The G homie, triple OG, double OG, what's bragging blood, big back, being boo, bombing, Belector. Hold on, this is Maria. Hold on, watch this. What up, babe? I'm live right now. Nothing. All right, bye. So, shout out to Maria. That's my hot tamale. But bigger back, being boo, bombing, Belector, blowing on Biggerette, while bipping on some Bobo. Ed Bill, Wes, salute to Tsu Surf the Don. Free Big U and all the real ones that stood on business. Salute from the 318 Streetport, Louisiana. Deuce, keep dropping that knowledge off, fam. Hey, listen, I'm going to do that by any means necessary. Till they knock me down, because you know they going to knock me down. That they hate a nigga like me, a rebellious swamp nigga. You know what I'm saying? They going to come get me, believe that. But that's all right. And they going to send one of these suck-ass black niggas. But anyway, Mikey B115, Blue Rich Mob, Active Chucks, Messy Mars, salute, whoop, you know what it is. Michael Brown, salute, Lou from the Lou, salute to the Damo Keyway, Deuce, Yah, and the fam, salute to my brother Yael, man, he got a new single dropping. If y'all haven't seen that link, I'm going to reshare it again on my IG, and I'm going to share it on the YouTubes, all of the YouTubes, so that everybody will know that the song is available when it is available. We got Bloody Main 5. Salute to Deuce. Mike B. Salute, man. Salute to you, brother. John Bankhead. Salute, Popcorn. Thumbs up, man. Appreciate that like, man. That's all we ask. Just a little bit. Drifter Wolf said the Chucks is lace. Let us get some active Chucks in the chat. Active Chucks in the chat. Hit that like button. Let's go. We're going to get right into the content. It ain't about those that aren't here yet because they're late or whatever it is, right? It's about y'all because y'all is here. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all, since y'all be thinking it's a game, you know what I'm saying? So since y'all be thinking it's a game, we getting this internship agreement together. Active Chucks Entertainment is creating jobs in the community, man. Y'all need to get behind this movement. It is not a podcast. This is actually a movement. And y'all will see us mobilizing in inner city communities across y'all heard the names and the places. It's a whole lot of more places just like that. But we're going to get right into the content with my boy. Oh, hold on. I don't even got the banners up, man. Y'all wasn't going to tell me nothing. I'm out here slipping. The banner's right there. Cash App, if you could Cash App. We prefer that than the super chat. But if you super chat, that's appreciated too. Anything donated to the Damu Keyway conversation. 20 guns out. No, 3 guns and 800 rounds of ammunition. Polo family, salute. Big bro, salute. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the content. You know what I'm saying? Old Byron Blake bumps head with CS2 back. Shout out my boy, the No Cap Network. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him. Here it goes. Let's go.
Team in there. Where the media
team, we got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
This is a reaction video.
Good one.
In the block.
Does the proper say he told or doesn't it?
Man, where you see a proffer at?
I'm asking you, bro. We just talking about it. Ain't nothing. It's a federal case, right?
Where you see a proffer at?
I'm asking, is it a federal case? I ain't
It's a federal case.
I don't know the nigga one way or another. I don't give a he told he is what he is.
So what you in here for then, man?
So my question is, listen, did it say, does he have a proffer where he gave up information? Like I got Pooh Shicey's proffer, where his signature of everything he's admitting to and he's incriminating other people. It's a proffer. Does it say that?
Listen, you know what you got on
Outlaw
Shicey?
Warren.
A factual proffer.
Warren,
right?
salute.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's the same as a factual
Shout out to the
basis.
Bahamas. Panda
Okay.
Man.
Do you know what? Okay. And on this
so
factual,
in Tsu Surf, factual basis, it say he conspired with he pleaded guilty and said yes to conspiring with other members to move drugs across state lines.
Okay.
The other nigga on the case filed a motion 4-5 months later and said, man, I ain't conspired with nobody to move no drugs.
Okay, so slow down.
So that's your
did it
own interpretation. That's your own personal interpretation.
Hold on. No, hold on.
No, it's not. That's black and white.
No, hold on. Yo, listen. Byron.
Hold on, everybody stand down. Hold on. Hey, go ahead, Wack. Everybody be quiet.
Listen, bro, this is not I'm not a Zeus. I don't know this. Don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm just gonna get down to the facts. I ain't coming to defend nothing. So what I'm saying is,
you started their case.
That's a fact.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks.
That's loud.
Because in a Chevy truck,
he definitely did.
Let's stop that. He definitely did. So WACK100 went to the internet lying saying that Big U is who got the Tsu Surf indictment in New Jersey started. He's being confronted right now by Byron Blake. Byron Blake is called him out. Now, mind you, I tend to agree with CS2 back. I'm gonna go back over. We're gonna do it live too, over the Tsu Surf paperwork, because what he's saying is basically he took a plea agreement. All I seen Tsu Surf had was the gun charge, bro. I seen the broad was trying to take the gun charge. I'm gonna go back over it though and get all of the facts correct before I do it over here. We need receipts, and it's been a minute. But it was a gun case that he had, and him saying and admitting that he was part of an organization. Listen, I wouldn't do it, but if that's what it was going to take for him to get the years he got instead of something else, cool. Did he name, Wack is asking, did he name anybody in that organization that he was holding a gun for, that he was using a gun with? And I don't see that and never seen that in the paperwork. Now, if Byron Blake got something more, he need to bring that. And so because he doesn't have that, Byron Blake then comes up and shows, well, WACK100, you don't really have no credibility because you came to the internet and you said that Big U got that case started on Tsu Surf and that he was telling on those guys out there in New Jersey. So let's get to the character.
He didn't, bro.
Listen, I have the paperwork.
Man, they homie
Hit
got
that
caught,
like button, man.
Listen, that's a whole nother conversation. Let's keep it right here on Surf. If you want to run the Big U shit, I got all the
deflect from that Big U.
Right, we got all that. We been had all that.
I'm telling you that you're not even credible in this shit right here.
Okay, no. Listen,
that's not factual, bro.
See, listen. See, what you don't understand, what we was trying to prove about Big U was this. In 2020, 2021, you was named in the RICO case, an indictment of the Rolling 60s of New Jersey. All your social media and your phone number is also information, right? It's no way you gonna continue on them same socials and that same phone number, calling around LA and calling your homeboys, doing all this other shit, knowing your phone is hot for the next 4 years. That was our reason for showing that. You get what I'm saying?
So that's your theory.
No, it's not a theory. He still was operating up under the same number. Listen, but we're not even talking about that. No, let's get back. Listen, let's get back to this.
I got black and white to show that dude said I didn't do it, and Surf said we did. He don't got no black and white that show that Big U.
Listen, we ain't talking about Big U right now. We're talking about Tsu Surf. If he's guilty, why are you so defensive?
Because you don't.
I'm not into defending.
You're not credible.
Okay, listen. I'm very credible, right?
He said you ain't credible.
You only doing the shit you doing.
Hey, listen, hold on. Let's talk about that real quick. Is WACK100 even credible when he says somebody got paperwork on him? Jay Prince, he ain't producing no paperwork. Due Sims, he ain't producing no paperwork. Jim Jones, he had somebody produce 050 trying to produce some fake paperwork. Big Messy brother 8-Ball, he still ain't brought no paperwork on him. G-Mac, he promised that he was coming with the paperwork that week. He still never produced any paperwork on G-Mac. So I'm saying, with the fact that he done lied so much on the internet, putting these jackets on solid niggas, because you're solid until proven guilty, right? It's called due process. And you haven't produced this paper. We know you're lying about Due Sims, right? But in any event, you lying on all of these people. On top of that, you got brought around death row and planted around death row by a known FBI informant, a CS-137, Reggie Wright Jr., a cop. From there, you get caught in Texas. Oh, when we gonna get to Texas, we gonna get to Debbie Does That. Yeah, I'm saying? Special shout out to Debbie. Hit that like button. So you get caught with guns there. Then your house get raided. They find guns in your house, the house that you have with your wife and kids. That's in your name. I have the paperwork. I think it's Quartz Hill address or something like that. But we'll go through all of that and prove that also. We gonna flame this rat bastard up. But right now, Blake, with him being a snitch, CS2 back, lying on all of these other niggas, is CS2 back credible to, and should people even tune in when he says he has the paperwork on people now because he done lied so much? Let's go.
Okay, so here we go. So Byron, here we go. Here we go. Not on the internet though. Not bringing the streets to the internet. That's the WACK100 thing. Everybody know this. Why they hate me for
doing this because this my character though. It
so
ain't
my
got nothing to do with
question
what another
to you,
nigga doing. This my
my
character
question
anyway.
to you,
$10 super chat.
in this document that you
3170.
have,
Thanks, bro. We really
did they
appreciate
name
everything.
names outside of Tsu Surf name?
Man, it's his plea. Why do they be naming other
In
people's
his
names?
plea.
He
Listen,
pleaded guilty to
because like the Pooh Dicey.
No. Byron, you wrong on that, bro. I disagree on that. It's his plea agreement, and if his plea agreement, if you don't have a proffer session, if you don't have investigative report where he made statements, right, or you don't have a proffer agreement, and in his deal he doesn't implicate nobody's name, bro, you can't call that man a rat, homie. He'll be able to walk any USP in the Federal Bureau of Prisons, homie. Because in his deal, he didn't say nobody's name. Now, did he say, yes, I'm a member of the Rolling 60 Crips, and yes, this is my gun. Just because he says that doesn't mean that he's connected to these other, that he's snitching on his co-defendants, bro. So I digress on that one. I'm going to go back over the paperwork because maybe I'm missing something, but at this point, that just don't sound right. But Wack is trying to deflect also because he's using what he used, saying he's not credible. Let's go.
It names names.
And what?
And Pooh's proffer, it names names.
That's a factual basis. That's the same.
No.
What you saying is a factual
listen
proffer.
To me.
That's the same
listen.
thing as him on here.
Okay. I'm asking you, like in Pooh Shicey's proffer, he is signing me.
That's the same thing as him on here.
Okay. I'm asking you, like in Pooh Shicey's proffer, he is signing, saying that it's ratting. These other people did these crimes, right? You ain't supposed to do that. So I'm asking you in Tsu Surf's paperwork, which you have, are their names named particular saying they was involved in moving drugs or doing any other crime?
In the indictment, everybody got overt acts, right?
Don't settle for less. Here's what others are doing to fix missing and broken teeth. The company everyone has been raving about.
Right?
Bro,
right, hold on.
I'm talking about the
RICO indictment, look, everybody has overt acts.
We're not talking about that.
Yes, we
I'm
are.
talking about your one specific document.
Everybody has overt acts, right?
Bro, listen,
you're
putting emphasis on this one particular document. I can show you the Pooh Shicey's factual proffer and his name's in there. So I'm asking you, are there names named in this document?
If you say you conspiring,
well, then you can't call him a rat. If it ain't no names named, you can't call it rat.
You just said you called rat with no paperwork.
Now,
who's the rat? Who?
Yeah. Now, here you go. You said Big U was a rat, and you ain't got no paperwork. So while I agree with him on the Tsu Surf case so far, don't hold me to that until I go back over the paperwork. I've been had the paperwork. I talked to Freak, what I think it's OG Freak, who is the head of the indictment. He said that he was ready to come on and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, niggas on this case saying he ain't no snitch. You got to show somewhere he's giving up somebody's name, not just claiming that he's a part of an organization. You know what I'm saying? I can say, I'm Bren. Yeah, that's my gun. Yeah, I don't know nothing about them niggas or what they got going on. I'm just trying to take the time for what I did. Then that's not snitching, bro. That's part of your plea agreement. Now, if I say now, WACK100 is a brim also, and Tsu Surf is a brim, and then that's some snitching shit. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't seen that, bro. Let's get back to it.
Said Big U was a rat with no paperwork.
Oh, we got work.
You ain't got no work, man.
Yeah, we got work. We got work.
Man. Stop running.
We definitely got work. But let's keep it on Tsu Surf, though. Let's keep it on Tsu Surf.
No, you talking about.
Can you show me a document where Tsu Surf is identifying another name? Listen, Big U, this room is about Tsu Surf. Believe. Now you looking bad. Can you show me a document that has Tsu Surf identifying any other name than his own?
Document that say he's admitting to conspiring with members of the enterprise. That's telling.
Okay. My question to you. Is their name in this document?
Man, you know
G-Dog, salute. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all just coming in. Hashtag fuck the union.
Let me tell you what snitching is. Snitching is anytime you mention a name and identify anybody other than yourself.
Indictment with 2 others. To this being on an indictment with 9 others. And talking about his
I got his whole proffer.
Of course, this shit's
I can send Barb the whole proffer right now.
I'm with
naming names and crimes they committed.
It's a factual proffer.
And you send a Barb a document where Tsu Surf is identifying names and signed it to that.
He don't gotta identify no names. Once he say he's doing it in furtherance.
Okay.
So you telling me?
Well, let me
gotta
ask you
identify some names, bro.
In this document, does it identify any other name?
You telling me he can go in there with the
yes or no?
You know damn well all these documents got sealed subject to them, bro. You playing on words.
It's yes or no.
You playing on words.
No, okay, this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Okay, look, I'm not here to scream, bro. I'm here to have a conversation.
I have a sealed document. You know it's sealed, so you trying to ask me?
No, then if it's sealed, how you saying what you saying?
You do know.
If it's sealed, then how you saying what you saying?
Document being sealed don't mean the whole case sealed.
You got a document where it spells out another name and Tsu Surf is signing a crime over to another man.
He admitted to it. The other said I didn't conspire with nobody.
Okay, now let's address the enterprise. Let's address the enterprise. What Tsu Surf has done is he has willingly admitted that he himself is a part of the enterprise. He can do that to himself.
Yeah.
He can do that for his plea. But the minute he says Leroy Johnson, Eddie Jeffries, A. Bird, and WACK100 is a part of the enterprise, then he's a rat. Until he does that, you can't call him that. Because here's the thing.
He did it.
I'm telling you that. Listen, the FBI are the ones that have identified the enterprise already.
Nah, he got
through the overt actions you were talking about. Slow down.
26.
I want you to hear it. Hey, Burp, here it is. The FBI, through the overt actions that this man is talking about, has identified all the players of the enterprise. They've done that. What Tsu Surf is saying is, I admit from my plea that I'm part of the enterprise. Me. He never said Leroy Johnson, number 2, number 4, number 5.
Conspire with other members to move drugs across state lines.
The FBI have identified the members through the overt action. I'm sorry, bro, you mentioned. Bro, I don't know Tsu Surf. For the record, I've never talked to the brother, never met the brother. I don't know. Actually, he's a Crip. He's the other side of me, right? So I'm just being real.
Work time my dude told on him, man.
Listen to me.
Stop it, bro. That's why you here right now.
The overt actions that you talked about. Listen to me, brother. You just had a conversation.
Another nigga that's snitching that you tried to spin the narrative for.
Listen to me. No, I don't know that. Listen to me. The overt actions from the investigation is what has identified the members that are part of the enterprise. that means their phone conversations getting caught doing whatever they was doing, right? Tsu Surf was identified as one of the members. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother.
I have a right to challenge that identification,
Tsu Surf has identified.
Don't I have a right to challenge that identification?
Hold on. Yes, listen. Yes, you do.
I got a right to say that ain't me.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so if I'm saying that ain't me and he's saying, yeah, we did it, what is that?
No, but stop. No, wait. But Byron, he never said this individual is part of the enterprise. The feds did through the overt action. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, listen.
Show me what Tsu Surf said this individual who's saying he's not is.
You asking me to get his PSR.
Well, bro, if you ain't got this, how you calling him that?
Hey, listen, man. Y'all know that I fucks with Byron Blake. He's like a savage on the internet, been slaying all of these lames that be faking, right? He's been exposing all of them. Hashtag expose the exposers. I hate to agree with CS2 back, but yeah, bro, if you ain't got the PSR and him talking about somebody else, it sounds like you taking a large leap, bro. You know what I'm saying? And documentation overrides conversation, man. If you don't got that, if you got that, then we wouldn't even be having that conversation. We'll be talking about, damn, I can't believe Tsu really told. So yeah, man, I tend to agree with the position Wack is taking. The only thing is Wack is such a hypocrite because he wants to hold that to hold himself to that standard when he chooses to. He didn't do that when it came to Do Sims. He didn't do that when it came to Big U. He didn't do that when it came to Big Messy Brother. Nigga, drop the word. I don't give a fuck. If the nigga's a rat, he's a rat. He could be for Fruittown Brim. Drop the word. If not, nigga, you just popping it. Let's go.
He planned it out that he is part of the organization.
Him conspiring with members of the organization.
Okay, where?
Yeah. So you telling
me? Show me where he pointed out a name.
Told the feds.
Show me where he identified a member by name. Has he ever identified a member?
Turning discomfort into comfort. RG heating, cooling, and
yeah,
plumbing.
but Wack is trying to now say that he has the proper agreement paperwork. This is what Wack is now saying. So if he got that, then that changes it. But I'm with you.
I'm not chasing nothing.
I don't believe he really got it. He got to show me.
Show me where Tsu Surf identified by name, gang moniker, or address a member.
PSR then.
No, he's supposed to have it.
I don't get you know.
You got to stop pumping what you pumping.
You know I can't.
Listen to me, bro. Let me show you how you identify shit. Tsu Surf.
Hey, Ripple Man said Byron just dropped a bomb on WACK100, pulling up one of Tsu Surf's codees, and he's still fighting the case. Looking, all of them didn't take a plea deal. Nigga, everybody don't have to take a plea deal. Some niggas going to trial. Nigga, when on my case, me and Nino we had a conspiracy to armed bank robbery. So you got this unindicted juvenile co-conspirator, Denavius Hobson. He's the rat. You got Baby Time Bomb from NHB 20. Shout out to my bank day. You got Tiny Jimbo, rest in peace, 27th Street neighborhood bloods, rolling 20s. Rest in peace. You got Big Nino Brown from the hood, and then you got me who orchestrated the robbery. I'm not even at the robbery. Baby Bomb and Tiny Bo, both of the homies from 20s, is trying to get me and Nino off the case, and they took an open plea, kind of what Brick Baby just did. You know what I'm saying? Throwing themselves at the mercy of the court for the less deal they could get, but just accept the responsibility for their action. Judge Terry Hatter said, well, what do you say? Now the lawyers are saying, no, wait till we get a deal for the conspiracy. They're like, man, ain't no conspiracy. Hey, Your Honor, we want to plead guilty. Like, wait, you want to, against your counsel's advice? Yeah, man. They talking about conspiracy and all that. We ain't conspired with nobody. We want time for what we did, right? Well, what are you saying you did? He told the judge, I robbed the bank with a gun in it. He said, so you had the gun or did your co-conspirators? He said, I don't got no co-conspirators. Me and him robbed the bank with the guns, right? He said, well, I'm going to take y'all plea, dismiss the conspiracy charge. Count 1 was dismissed from Trayvon Adams' baby bond for 20s and Tiny Jimbo. Come back for and the armed bank robbery and the 924C, brandishing a firearm during the commission of a violent offense. 84-month mandatory minimum. We got 84. They both pled out to both of those charges. They go to sentencing. Baby Bomb ended up getting 7 years for the gun, 2 years, 6 months for the bank robbery, 9 years, 6 months. Tiny Bo ended up getting 1 year for the bank robbery and 7 years for the gun. You can't go less than that, 7 years. Rest in peace to Tiny Bo. Them taking their deal doesn't make them a snitch. If anything, it helped us going to trial because they're trying to give me leadership, conspiracy. They use the Pinkerton theory of liability. So just because somebody doesn't take a deal doesn't mean that the people who took the deal previously, it necessarily hurts them. Now, there are situations that if you take a deal and there's language in there that you use to implicate other people or give them information, pleading to elements of the crime that they still have to prove on them is different. But bro, I think this nigga got a gun case. How is that going to affect the dude you talking about, the Cody who's still fighting the case? I'm telling you, the head dude freak on the case told me that Tsu didn't snitch. He told me Big U had nothing to do with it, bro. Dead homies. This is what he been told me. I think Big U might have still been on the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just saying, bro, I need to see more. We can't be that loose with that who's a snitch and who's not, bro. I've been on the butt end of that. And where we come from, you get due process. If you can't, a nigga can tell the police 100 times, suck my dick, fuck you, suck my dick, fuck you, suck my dick, right? You ain't supposed to say nothing to the police. But if you say that, does that mean you's a snitch? No. So there's things that you can say that doesn't mean that you're a snitch or that you're cooperating with the government against other people, bro. Let's get back to the content.
This guy, Byron Blake, is he part of the organization? Yes, he is. You don't have that. You don't have that.
You just said the overt acts identified.
And he doesn't identify any of the overt acts either.
As soon as dude said, I ain't conspired with nobody, guess who messages they brought up? Tsu Surf.
No, okay, now listen. Overt acts, now listen to me. But listen to me, bro. That is the FBI investigative side. If they're saying, hey, look, we got your phone records showing you was doing business with this nigga, that nigga, this nigga. That's on their side. Now, if you say they got Tsu Surf saying, yes, I did business with him by name, he's a rat. If he ain't identified no name, you can't put the FBI work on Tsu Surf.
Man, you crazy as hell. You crazy as hell, man. You just told us you put the FBI work on this. He ain't changing social media.
No, we talking about Tsu Surf.
No.
He tried to deflect from that.
What can be
we
done.
Keep it up. If you want to have a one-on-one about that, we can do that at a later time.
But we gonna do a 1-on-0. Well, we got 154 people just on YouTube right now. 154 people should mean 150 likes, man. Hit that like button. But we gonna get into this Texas gun case anyway. G-Mac 2-1, salute to you. Whoa. Remember Wacky Rat and his brother was felons during that Texas gun case. The case been fishy to the homies in the set. It's been fishy. It's been fishy. 2 ex-felons. And I'm thinking he might have still been on parole or probation at the time.
Let's be fair to the people in this room and let's keep it on Tsu Surf.
You just told me what I can't
because
do, right?
You wouldn't talk out your ass.
Talk
about your ass a lot. So again,
no, he don't talk about his ass a lot.
What I'm about to do right now, brother, and
that's what I disagree with, nigga. Even if I could agree to disagree with him on this Tsu Surf case, especially after I go through it. Say I stand on the position that I'm at right now, as opposed to what Byron Blake position is. Byron Blake that would make him 99 out of 100. So no, he is not known for jumping out of there. Stop trying to push that narrative. He is very credible, and he a human. So you have a small percentage room for mistakes that sometimes come. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, I have never heard this man lie, right? How he interprets something might be different. I have never heard this man lie. We've heard you lie. So, yeah, stop trying to weave that narrative. Why would you want to undermine the credibility of Byron Blake? Byron Blake, you made it to the big time. ETE, you are now a legitimate threat and being perceived as a legitimate threat by confidential source WACK. And if he sees you as a threat, then you should know that his handlers, Darren Dupree, also sees you as a threat. Stay dangerous, bro. Let's go.
I haven't sent this to anybody. I'm going to send you Pooh Shiesty proffer. And in this proffer, you're going to see names being names committing crimes, and you'll see his signature agreeing to this. I'm going to send you what he can. This how you do this.
And do you want it posted up top or what?
Man,
nah, I'm just going to send it to you. Ain't nobody seen it yet, but I want, because your people gonna believe what you're looking at, right?
And I can show you 10 other factual bases.
Hold on, bro.
Hey, Verb, I can show you 10 other factual bases.
Hold on,
where
bro.
They don't do that.
Where
My
they
boy
don't
TV,
do that.
salute.
You trying to make it like all this shit, like this shit uniform. This shit ain't uniform. It ain't no
bro.
Design for
Right,
every factual
Either you got it or you don't.
Certain questions that gotta be asked.
No,
things that have to be said anytime you plead out.
Before we agree that a bird in the hand.
Y'all hit that like button, man. What y'all think, man? Is CS2 back getting twisted up by Byron Blake? I disagree with Byron Blake on his position, but he spun that same position on WACK100 and Wack is upside down. Hold on. He got him on his heels.
We're
if
not
you ask
doing
me.
that. Either he identified it or he didn't.
Hey,
you trying to put the FBI investigative side on him.
The overt acts identified.
Show me, okay. Show me what Tsu Surf.
Reserved the right to say that that's not him.
Did Tsu Surf create the overt act? Yes or no?
And he said he did. Tell him.
Did Tsu Surf create the overt act?
Southern Force, salute.
There you go, Bird.
And go in there and sit down with
if it ain't do this, Bird, boom, look, Bird. If it ain't do that, what I just did, what he talking about? Run the work.
That like,
that work. That's Pooh Shiesty's work right there, right? When you read that work, you're going to see other names mentioned that did crimes. And at the bottom, Pooh Shiesty agreeing, saying them people did that. Man, he's a rat. Now, if you can show me what Tsu Surf said that this man by this name, gang monitor, address, anything, or the picture is that. Show it to me.
Can you show me
he had 3 weapons.
Can you show me that with Big U?
Bro, we're talking about Tsu Surf.
No. Can you show me that?
Are we talking about Tsu Surf, y'all?
Standard on some shit that you ain't.
We don't got a proffer on Big U yet.
Trying to put a standard on some shit that
Big U has not proffered. Big U has yet to proffer.
Come on, man.
Now, you saying you got it on Tsu Surf, telling on the individual. I just sent Verb. Verb is a great reader. Verb, did I not just send you Pooh Shiesty's proffer and his naming out 2-3 names of buying and selling drugs and who had guns?
So you
and he's right.
A factual basis and a factual plea.
The last signature is he.
Hold on. A factual basis.
Now you send Verb what you got on Tsu Surf. Show it. Hold on, bro.
All over the battle rap community. Everybody know you a
battle rap community with a documentation.
Everybody know you a spin master.
Them is just haters. That's just the tongue being used as a sword by a hater. Again, y'all, I don't know Tsu Surf. He is 60 Crip. I'm a Paru. We enemies by nature. I don't know the brother. I ain't never did business with the brother. Brother, you got to kick back. We watched you get your ass stomped out. You ain't did shit. Man. We watched you get the shit beat out of you by this nigga Hitman and a group of niggas. And
okay, so Hitman holla, boo bop, Hitman holla, boo bopped him, jumped on him, whatever happened, right? And he ain't did nothing. Well, CS2 back. Your brother got chopped down, execution style murder, and you ain't got no get back. CS2 back. TD slapped you like a hoe, and you ran to the motherfucking stage, down the steps to the stage, nigga, and you didn't get no get back. Hopped off the front of the stage. Buster. J-Rock knocked you out. J-Rock don't feed me. He knocked me out, blood. You ain't did shit, nigga. No retribution. Now, I don't know about y'all, but where I come from, that smell like pussy. That sound like wet, hot, moist, hairy, creamy pussy. That nigga's a pussy, nigga. You talking about him getting jumped by 20 niggas and he come out with a scratch? Nigga, what you do when niggas put their hand Crips? Talking about you a Paru, nigga. You ain't for Paru. Talking about these Crips jumped on you, slap you like a bitch, takes you out of your event. Your event. The Game Kanye West concert, Lil Wayne. Corrupt. And you leave early. Buster, nigga. Pleading for your life in the parking garage. Eugene. Big U. Draws. Hannibal. Nigga, was you mic'd up? Nigga, did you hit your CB, nigga? He wanted to make sure the police knew who was out there in case it went ugly with gunfire. Because he got his blower out, allegedly. He said, allegedly. He get out and he got his blower out. Let's go.
You ain't did nothing about it. You ain't did nothing about it. You ain't moved on it. You was a little bitch. You ain't did nothing about it. You was screaming and hollering. Did you tell the people you shitted on yourself? The medical report say you shitted on yourself. The medical report say you shitted on yourself during that meeting.
Right when he said he shitted on himself, y'all see me twitch my nose. Nigga Levi right up under me. This nigga sleeping and he farted. Nigga, that shit is foul. Shit smell like baby shit, nigga. This
Salute,
Deuce. Southern Forest, salute, man. Salute. Hold on, they in the chat too. Lou for Lou said, hey, Deuce, earlier you mentioned his wife catching a constructive possession case. Man, that was crazy. Truth to find out. Yeah, she that's exactly the leverage they used on him. They handcuffed my wife, they handcuffed Kim, and threatened to put those guns on her because she's given and arrest her for constructive possession by aiding and abetting the constructive possession of firearms, nigga, inside the house to an ex-felon. That's a crime in California. So we'll get into all of that too, but we finna get into this Texas case. But yeah, man, that nigga, that was the leverage they needed to get them to tell on Marion.
Did it not?
I got up.
Did it not? Did the medical report say you shitted on yourself?
Hey, why you think
did the medical report say you shitted on yourself? Answer the question.
Why you think they edited that video?
Ain't no editing. You was balled up like a nail.
Them niggas just a print out the sky like a motherfucking Power Ranger.
I like buddy. Yeah, like a kid now.
And you ain't did shit about it.
Yeah, Wack got slapped.
You ain't did shit about it. Tell him where he gonna be at. You tell him where he gonna be at. Why you ain't moved on it? But let's get back to Tsu Surf. Let's get back to Tsu Surf. Hey, Bird, did I not just send you who Shiesty Proffer and his other names other than his name named in that proffer committing crimes and he agreed
Stop
to
it,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm gonna post it up top for you.
Stop
Okay.
it, bro.
Now,
Okay,
Byron,
listen.
where's your work at?
Do you have the document?
Where's your work at?
Hold on. Do you have
Where's your work at?
Do you have the document?
Where's your work at? I'm telling everybody in this group, we can no longer blame Byron Blake for this. We have to blame A Verb for allowing this dude to continue to sit up here and
Man, what the
blame A Verb. Everybody go in the chat and say, you A Verb, you foul. You my brother, I love you to death, but like you call me on my shit, I'm going to call you on your shit. This is now on you, A Verb. Verb, this is now on you. This is on you, Verb, for allowing this shit.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident.
This is good.
There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without
real
having to go to
immature.
court.
You allowing this shit, Verb.
Discombobulated. From that Texas case.
Ooh.
I got all my work. We can go over it.
We need
to. On my mom.
You told us that
listen,
shit got
this is what I'm gonna do. Listen.
No, nigga. You said your case was dismissed for illegal search and seizure. What the fuck you mean? No. Is we finna get into this now? Let's hear what they say, because I think this is more of the topic that we should focus on. Let's go.
You have my word. When I get back to Vegas, because I got the hard copies, I'm gonna send it all to Verb, put a PDF, and my word as a man, me and you gonna go over it line for line as a man. Hear me? Because I heard your shit, but you left out a whole lot of shit. You left out officer got caught lying on the stand and all kind of shit. You left it out. So my word as a man, only if you don't holler and scream. We will go line for line.
You the master of holler.
Yeah, I don't understand anyway, especially Wack being a rat. I don't understand why he was defending him. Maybe just to undermine Byron Blake's credibility, because he's seen that Byron Blake was reaching. Maybe that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a rat, so he doesn't believe in standing and giving due process and all that. He believes on not shit he tell. It's about who get down first. You know what I'm saying?
No. Listen to me. I'm giving you my word as a man. If you don't scream, me and you on both platforms, we will go over it line for line. Deal? No screaming though.
I need my own copy of that shit.
I swear to God, when I get back to Vegas,
get that copy.
I'm gonna listen. No. I just told you I'm gonna have all the hard copies in the PDF and send it to bro. I told you that. How we gonna go over it line for line if you ain't got a copy?
Yeah, I need a copy of that.
See, I know my case. See, here goes the thing. Nobody ever finds cases on me. Wack tells you about his cases. Now, I'm not a dummy. If I was that did anything bad in these streets or foul.
So I guess I didn't find the CS2 back paperwork. You told us about the CS2 back paperwork, the wiretap. I thought you were defending and saying that it was fake. I thought that you brought Greg Caden. Well, Greg Caden didn't say it was fake. When you brought Greg Caden, you got him to say that wasn't you on the call, but then Greg Caden later tells Scandalous Los Angeles, it's evident. That's Cash Jones. That's Wack. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he'd admit to that. Nah, nigga, let's go.
I would not be as loud as I am today. I'm not stupid to be like Wack. You know, you get out there loud. I tell about all my shit. I tell them where to go find it. Ain't nobody discovered nothing on me. I tell it. I caught this case this time. This how I beat it. This where you find it. You look at my name, date of birth, city, state. I tell it. So when I get back to my home in Vegas, I got the hard copies there. I'm going to have my wife make them a PDF, send them to bro.
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to send them to you. When you have however much time you need to go through them, you go through them, and we come right here, and we go live.
No, bro. I don't know what you on. He said, Ripple Man said, nah, fam, he knows Brian credible. Of course, we all know Brian's credible. Wack got that call from A-Verb to do damage control. We have no evidence he got a call from A-Verb. But what we do know is because he's credible, if he sees a way to undermine his credibility by taking a position such as I did, right? That I don't agree that that what he did is snitching, or what he's alleged to doing was snitching. I believe that was permissive, would be permitted in all USPs in the Federal Bureau of Prison. And if he's steadily saying no, he's a rat, and it's a leap, and he doesn't have the paperwork to show that he snitched on Averb, or he snitched on Deuce Sim, or he snitched on Lost Scandalous, then it's a reach, bro. I mean, especially when his co-defendants aren't saying that, bro. Now you can have co-defendants try to hide the fact that their homeboy is a rat. You know, that's their business. You can't have that, but that's just not the case. And I talked to the head dude at the thing. That's not what they're saying, bro. So let's go. So whenever you see somebody who is that credible, that one little air slip that ain't tight, he's trying to creep and weaken it from that by spreading it like this is what he always do. But that's not what Byron Blake always do. Byron Blake is very accurate and very credible till today. Let's go.
Line and broke and pinned them up. I spent $390,000 beating that case. I'm not worried about that case. I know why I beat it, how I beat it. And when you read it, remember, I'm going to give you a hint. Pay attention to the questioning of when the arresting officer hit the stand. Then you'll see why that judge did what he did. So, my word. I'll be back in Vegas probably tomorrow. And then I'll get it done, Bird. My word.
All right, bet. We'll get it.
Conversation.
Hey, Bird. Hey, I guess leave it now. Wack say it ain't. It's that now.
No. Brother. What I'm saying is, I'm simply pointing out the facts.
Because Byron.
They're going back and forth.
But hey, Byron. But on the phone,
I ain't saying shit.
Hey, Byron, on the phone, no.
Diggs,
You
what up,
literally
bro?
saying what you think Surf did is what you personally think is snitching.
No, I'm literally
don't
saying
mean
what's
it's
in the
snitching,
black
folks.
and white.
No, bro. What I'm saying.
No, bro. You don't know for a fact. Just because I could call a nigga every time I want damage control 10 times. That don't mean the next time I call him for or that I even feel that it needs to be damage control. Were you on the phone with him? You know what I'm saying? He did the same thing for Hitman and Geechee Gotti. I got mad receipts. Oh, I could believe that he did that. In fact, I know WACK100 do that. He did it for Blue the Snitchy and a whole bunch of other rats. We're not saying that he not capable of that behavior. What we're saying is just because that's what he always does doesn't necessarily mean that that's what happened in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know that. To know is to experience. Unless you on that call with him when he called, then you're just a major leap.
This is what Byron's saying. Byron, correct me if I'm wrong. Byron is saying in the overt actions, this is the work, the investigative work done by the federal agents. Wiretaps, informants, or whatever. In the overt actions, all these people were named as being part of this criminal enterprise. Byron, what you saying, right? Right. Okay, now, what he's saying is, in Tsu Surf situation, Tsu Surf admitted to being a part of the enterprise. So what I'm saying is this.
No, not just that. Hold on, not just
Hold on, wait, Byron, hold on. What I'm saying is this. Tsu Surf is telling the feds, what you have on me, Tsu Surf, I'm copping out to for the deal, right? I'm also saying they never said is A, B, C, D, E, F dude, are they part of the enterprise and you did business with them? He never identified nobody but himself. Therefore, you can't put the investigative work of how they identified these people as being a part of that on Surf. Surf copped out to him only. No, he mentioned no other name.
In this indictment, right? In this enterprise, everybody got overt acts. The indictment lists out everybody's individual overt acts. That's why.
And they never asked him about an individual. They only asked him about himself.
They didn't just ask him, did he conspire with other members? They said, did you conspire to commit overt acts in furtherance of the gang? He said yes. Then they asked him about the specific overt acts. Did you conspire to possess a firearm? Woo in furtherance of the gang? Yes. Did you
him?
Hold on.
Yes.
Did you conspire with other members to move 40 to 60 kilograms across state lines of marijuana? He said yes. That overt act is matched to the overt act in dude paperwork. When they asked, when dude say his
for him and his intent.
That's for him. Listen, bro. That's on the federal agent to prove them other people. He's saying what he did.
He's saying I didn't do it.
Okay, that's between him and the Fed.
If you say,
hey, bro, that never identified. Hey, if they would have said, did you move 60 keys with this person? And he said yes, then he would be a rat.
The overt act,
he didn't do that.
Him as the person.
He never identified nobody.
Him as the person.
Hey, Bird, in that proffer, it's identified by name, is it not?
Paperwork is not uniform, bro. Paperwork is not uniform. My shit don't look the same as the shit you got, but it's the same thing.
Bullshit.
It's the same shit.
Bullshit.
It's not.
Let me tell you what is uniform. Either the mention the nigga name or the dick.
Man, stop it. He said
that's what's uniform.
You trying to twist this shit and
I'm not, I don't, hey, Bird, do I know Tsu Surf? I ain't got no business with this.
And the judge question you about these specific overt acts and you say yes, that's telling.
He's saying yes. He is admitting his guilt to get the deal.
Okay, and if your guilt is conspiring with me, you telling on me.
No, he never mentioned you. He never mentioned you.
Man,
he never mentioned the name.
He didn't mention him in the plea. He didn't mention him right there. When he went and sat down with that probation officer.
You know what Wack saying? Hey, Byron, you know.
No, I don't, because you asking him to say the nigga name right there when it's 10 niggas on the conspiracy.
Cool, Byron. Let me ask you this, right? Because I got kicked for a second, and you told the people that if they go to other people go to trial, Surf gonna have to give a detailed account of what happened that he have.
That's cap.
That's cap. Exactly.
He ain't gonna even have. They're not gonna even call him in there. They're not gonna call him in there, Byron. I bet you 10,000 that they will not call Tsu Surf in that trial.
Charged with running a drug
I bet you that.
They can't do that. So
they can't call him in there, bro.
Unless he named somebody already.
There it goes. My man got a brain.
That's why,
man,
Byron. That's why. Hold on, Byron. Byron. Hold on. Let me say what I'm saying.
There it goes.
Let me say what I'm saying, Byron. Byron. Let me say what I'm saying.
Look the shit up.
Byron. Okay, so listen. They can't, and they could Google it. They go see exactly what I'm saying.
Look it up. That shit can be used.
Okay, listen to what I'm saying though, Byron. The reason why you told the people you have to give a detailed account because you know damn well they can't just assume a general statement of I'm conspiring with members. They
there you have it.
Battle facts do
I need them to expose
that. Battle fact.
Man, listen, bro.
Yeah, right. Just
that him saying
I'm telling you, I got 10,000. They will not call Tsu Surf down to that man's trial.
That shit crazy as
Let's bet. Do we got a bet?
Listen, Wack, you a good spin man.
Do we have a bet?
Just looking for an out for his argument.
Do we have a bet?
We gonna agree. But
do we have a bet?
Bro. Look it up.
No,
right
can we issue that bet?
No. You did that before Wack pulled up.
No, listen. I said the probation officer would get all the details of the case from him during his PSR, right? That's what I said.
Bro, listen to me.
Hold on. No,
let me tell you something.
Because he tried
let me tell you something.
Hold on.
If that gave a name, it would be in that document.
You do all your talking about what you gonna do when you get to Vegas and shit. Let me finish, bro. Saying that because I'm saying he got to go meet with the probation officer and give a detailed account. That nullifies the fact that he didn't give a detailed account. That's not true because, like I said, the indictment list.
You don't have to give a detailed account.
If you take a plea, you have to.
You don't got to do nothing. He already copied to what he copied to.
Accept the plea in the first place. You don't have to.
There you go.
You don't. After you plead out in the feds, you have to go sit down with the probation officer and give a detailed account while they prepare your PSR. Look this shit up.
No, you don't. You don't have to give you have a right to remain silent, so you don't have to tell them nothing. People cooperate with it as far as and they don't ask you about your crime. What they ask you about with the PSR is about your upbringing. Did you graduate high school? Do you have kids, family members, and situations like that? The PSI people, the probation people don't ask you zero about your crime, bro. Zero. So, Byron, you're 100% wrong on that, bro. When you talk to the probation people to get your pre-sentencing investigator report, your PSIR, they ask you zero about your crime. Now, maybe if you cooperating and you're getting a downward departure for cooperating and providing assistance to the government, maybe, I don't know. I didn't never cooperate with the government, but I'm talking about from experience. The PSR asked me zero about my criminal bank robbery or any other crime that I wasn't convicted of. They asked me about tickets like that I had at the time, parking violations. They asked me about California Youth Authorities. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the content. They almost done.
Talking about.
Okay, I just Googled it for you. No, you are not required to give a detailed account of what happened after pleading guilty to a federal RICO indictment.
Don't ask that.
Everybody else Google it and look it up.
Hold on.
I'm telling you what I know, man. You lied to them. You lied to everybody telling them that they had to give a detailed account, and you did that for a reason.
No, you asked a general question.
Don't add up to
the
that.
Specific question. Ask, are you required to give a detailed account when you talk to the probation officer while preparing your PSR?
No, you don't.
Ask that.
Meet Help Scout, the all-in-one platform for delighting your customers. Manage all of your customer.
Do you have to give names?
Do you have to give a detailed account?
Do you have to give names? I'm asking you.
If you're giving a detailed account.
Oh my God, man! So why wouldn't they make you get a name in the plea agreement?
If you have to give a detailed to protect snitches,
you have to give a detailed account of your involvement in a crime.
Ask the question. Go ask Google. Do you have to give a detailed account
right now, man?
Go ask Google that. You talking about you asked them, do you got to give a detailed account if you plead guilty?
I don't got to ask Google.
Here you go, bro.
You plead guilty.
I could grab my PSR right now.
Byron, here you go. That man never named. Listen.
No, I ain't asking that.
Put the
Fuck
federal
that.
investigative work on him, bro.
Ask, do you have to
I'm not playing on shit, bro.
When you talking to the probation officer during your PSR investigation?
Hey, bro, listen to me.
Yeah,
they would have asked him. Listen,
man, sold out.
Hey, listen to me.
You
The problem I get sent, hey, Bird,
you know
they all looking at it. It said this had a gun, this selling dope, this nigga was doing this, and he shot. He's a rat.
No poo shiesty shit. Ask Google the question, man.
Wack,
That's
just
the
talk
case. Stop
loud.
making this bitch you shit.
Ask him, do
So
you
my
have
thing is,
show us
where he identified any other name other than himself.
Account in the PSR, which comes after you plead.
They're going to ask you to listen. The fact that he ain't got a proffer.
You have to do a PSR.
Does he have a proffer?
After you plead guilty, you have
Does
to
he have a proffer? Does Tsu Surf have a proffer?
Got a sealed supplement. You know this.
Does listen. Does Pooh Shiesty have a proffer?
That's a factual proffer. That's the same as a factual basis.
Does Tsu Surf have a proffer?
Wait, hold on. Mike B saying, "Hey, Verb is a battle rapper. That's cool with Wack and him and Holler." Okay, I get that. They did use what Tsu Surf said against the other dude that said he wasn't pushing weed to further the gang. They brought up Sue. Well, we're going to get into the paperwork. Mike B said that they did bring up a statement that he made, but he ain't produced no statement that he made. Wack is asking for a statement, but he didn't snitch though. No, I'm from the thought, if you made a statement implicating someone else other than yourself, then you're a snitch. That's been my position. I beg to differ with other people who think you got to testify to do it. Because if I say Southern Force was with me and I told him the gun was in the car and he got the gun and he started busting, right? And then they locked Southern Force up because based on my statement, which corroborated other evidentiary facts, they're able to charge Southern Force. So just because I don't go testify on Southern Force, I was the part of the reason Southern Force was arrested and indicted in the first place.
Right, open and shut case.
Yeah, so Mike B, yeah, he telling him to show him this statement that he made implicating somebody else, and he ain't did that. So I'm gonna go through the paperwork and see what statement Mike B saying that he did make on the dude about some weed, because all I seen him plead guilty to was a gun charge. I didn't know nothing about no weed. Let's go.
If we asking, if we being
Does
technical,
Tsu Surf have a proffer?
If you asking me, are those documents the same thing? Yes.
Okay, no, I'm asking you, does Tsu Surf
proffer is the same
does
as his
Tsu Surf have
basis.
one?
All it is.
Okay, did he name? Okay, is it any names in his proffer?
That factual proffer you got is a typed up summary of the paperwork that I got on Tsu Surf. That's all it is.
Does it have any names in there other than
It don't have to. They asked him about.
You are lying. You are lying.
It don't. It don't.
Bro,
nigga,
he's in the.
Not if you don't name him. I could say, yeah, I plotted on doing it. If there's a camera with multiple people inside of a bank, and the deal says to say that I conspired with others. I was caught here. This nigga was caught months away. This nigga was caught miles away the same day as this nigga. And I say I conspire with others, but I don't say who the others is. That's not snitching, bro. You know what I'm saying? I did it by myself, but there's 3 people on the camera with you in the bank. Right? So if I add those people name, then that's snitching, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of people on here, they talk about who's snitching. Wack is one of the main ones, and they don't even understand paperwork, bro. They don't even have the passion and never even live that life, bro. How many of you niggas been on a level 4 180 checking paperwork, running niggas up top? How many niggas been in federal prison on United States penitentiaries where the politics is real? When that bus pull up at USP Victorville, niggas' dicks is getting hard for the opportunity to stab a rat. Niggas is volunteering for the opportunity. They got 360 months to life because of a rat. They looking for every opportunity they can to push a knife up in a rat nigga. How many of you niggas didn't check the paperwork? Well, once you see the paperwork, nigga, it's action. So half of these niggas that's talking don't even understand what the criterion is to be held. Now, some things is a little iffy-50. Now, what I'm saying, like Mike B said, if the nigga did make that statement and they used that statement and he made a statement with someone else's name, right? Say he said Southern Force was moving weed with me or whatever, or saying that I move weed with Southern Force, and I said Southern Force name, then I'm a rat. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't care whether or not I went to testify on him. It just is what it is. I should have never mentioned his name. I could have mentioned what I did. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, man, I was moving weed, OT. Yeah, well, who? Hey, that's none of y'all business. I'm here to tell you what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. So that's something y'all got to get. When did Wack become this law analyst? Man, that nigga dumb as a sack of brick. Timothy Parker, I'm right with you. Wack is not bright. He might be smart in the urban community. No, he's dumb as a sack of brick in the urban community. He has no street smart. Nigga, I first met that nigga. He didn't even know what FHN is, but he claimed he a blood. He a Paru. But Wack is not no type of scholar. Nobody believes he's a scholar. Why take the deal unless you're willing to cooperate? The deal wasn't a cooperation deal, Ripple Man. He didn't make a straight statement. They used Sue plea agreement statement, Deuce. I wrote that wrong. Okay, so he didn't make a statement. And so he has no, listen, bro, if I didn't say your name, right? Or I don't say Southern Force name, and I say I conspired to rob the bank. Well, who? I'm not telling y'all nothing. I'm telling y'all I robbed the bank. And then they say, well, there's multiple people in the
Figure that shit out. Fuck y'all.
We'll figure that out. That ain't on you. So now trial comes, and Southern Force and Ripple Man is on trial, and they come and say, well, look, Deuce Sims said that he pled out under penalty of perjury, saying that he robbed the bank with other people. We have cameras that show he robbed the bank with other people. It was Southern Force and Ripple Man. No, his plea agreement didn't say it was Southern Force and Ripple Man. So even though they tried to utilize that as evidence, it's not necessarily that, because that's not what my plea agreement said. It didn't say those two people. Nigga, they could be like, well, yeah, he said he did it, but he didn't say who he did it with. The government is trying to put them in that seat because they don't know who it was. They had on ski masks, right? Look at the stature. They can come with the defense for Southern Force, and Ripple Man can come with the defense undermining their whole credibility. Then why Deuce Sims ain't in here then? Right? If bring Deuce Sims in here and have him say, since he didn't say it in the paperwork, have Deuce Sims come say Southern Force was on there. Y'all think the government wouldn't be happy to bring Deuce Sims to testify on Southern Force and Ripple Man? Of course. That'll be signed, sealed, delivered. So they could try that weak shit, but it's not the same, bro. So yeah, see what I mean? Wack is a freaking narcissist. Wack, you're a spin master. Wack deflect from answering questions.
Right on top. Straight up right on top.
9:30. I'm glad that you get it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Feel my pain. Am I tripping, or is this the same shit as Gunner? Well, Gunner is similar because Gunner is saying that he did all of his. They asked him specifically, is YSL, which was a record label, is YSL a gang? So that's one of the overt acts of connecting them to a RICO by proving that this business was running the business as a racketeering. You know what I'm saying? As a gang, as a criminal organization. And by him saying that, he's testifying not only about his thing, saying, yeah, I'm a YSL member. Yeah, I'm signed to YSL. No, he's saying, no, YSL is a gang. And that's what people was on him about, because now if Southern Force is saying YSL ain't a gang, if Young Thug is saying YSL is not a gang, we're a business, I just provided them with information that they have the transcripts to, that's saying that YSL is a gang, and they can utilize that evidence, that they have evidence from someone who is a YSL record label member, and he's saying that YSL is a gang. So now that's it. Out on a bigger platform like Piper Boy Williams channel, Street Niggas Know Tsu Surf snitch now, so we'll see what happens. Niggas don't know Surf snitch. That's why his microphone is clear and louder. Ripple Man, you can't take a deal without cooperating, but I think Tsu should had agreed to that gang shit because it fucks everybody else up that don't want to agree to that. I gotta read the thing because I'm speaking in blind. Mikey, but the thing is, Surf shouldn't have never agreed to take a deal. No, if the deal wasn't a snitch deal, bro, then he could take whatever deal he want to. And Ripple Man, how much time you did, bro? Because you sound like you never took a deal before or you ever did time. 90% of cases in the federal system are pled out to deals, bro. Like 90. If 10 indictments come, nine of those indictments, people are going to plead out, bro. So what taking a deal is not in itself bad, bro. You're talking about he should have never took a deal. That's crazy. I sure would like to know. And the crazy thing is, I always go to trial. on my attempted murder on the op.
Right.
I got
And it
in the
don't
hood.
necessarily mean you tell it on somebody. It means that shit you may be. It can be your first offense. It can be a plethora of things and stuff. They may have try to string you into a multitude of the same offense, but no, they can't really prove it. So guess what? We give you this much time. Sometimes they come with they come at you 3 or 4 times. But it doesn't mean giving the deal is meaning that you were telling on somebody.
Right. Rippleman said, I know real niggas that stood on all 10 and did their whole time. Why? Because they didn't snitch. Nigga, you looking at one, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you looking at one, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Went to trial on every case. Right? No deals, nothing, nigga. Went to trial. When I come, they know they got to line them up in the box. Right? You got to prove guilty to me, and I need all the information on who ratted. So, yeah, bro. And I'm telling you, from doing 10 years in the federal penitentiary when they tried to give me a quarter, right? For doing 8 years in California states on level 4s when they was trying to give me 23, right? I stood on my 10 every time, bro. And I'm telling you, just because a nigga signs a plea agreement doesn't mean he's an informant. It doesn't mean he's a rat, bro. I know real niggas that said, without cooperate, I would like to know, when did this nigga find the time on a BB gun that he spent all that time? Mike, exactly. Now one of his codees fucked off because of him. Why does Wack act like junior high school gossip girl? Does he get his paperwork from Reg and the feds, or both? Both. 7 Deuce. They found out who he did it with from the messages Tsu Surf wrote on IG DMs. He didn't tell nobody name in court. They got all the involved from his IG. If they got all of the information, bro, and the evidence from IG text messages, then that's stupidity. That's not snitching, bro. That's investigative work that the feds are going to do. So how are you going to blame him that he was gang goofy and got caught up? A lot of niggas that's not a snitch, bro. Them other fools was robbing the bank at the same time that I was. I don't know who them people were. Zap Twist. Nigga, I did time and I got family did time. The fuck, nigga can't tell me shit. Well, obviously, nigga need to tell you something. You talking about if a nigga sign a plea agreement and it's not a snitch agreement, it's not a proffer, it's not to work, and he should have never signed it. Now, fuck all that. If a nigga say other people were involved in his crime, that's telling. You don't determine what telling is. And I don't see him saying that Southern Force was involved in this crime. So why you just defending Surf, nigga? No, I'm not defending Surf. I think you like a fan of or enemy fan of Surf. I don't even know who the fuck Surf is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you the game, nigga. Don't hate the player, nigga. Hate the game, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you don't like the way things go, then hate the game. Don't hate the player. Because you sound like it sounds like you're strange and unfamiliar. Has anyone asked how bad the charges that Wack got? I mean, he was a felon because of the BB gun, right? Well, yeah, he was a felon because of the BB gun, and that's in the actual paperwork. Come on, dude, you're not that influential a nigga. Hey, get up on you because your history not nothing. You doing for our people. Salute for being positive. Huh? Come on, who you talking to, Aziz? You're not that influential a nigga. Get up on you because your history not nothing. You doing for our people. Salute for being positive. I don't understand what you're saying, brother. Maybe you have to redo that. But we're going to get to the content because that wasn't the content. The content was Wack is agreeing that he's going to go with Byron Blake and talk about the Texas case. Now, Wack is took multiple positions on the Texas gun case, right? He said that it was dismissed for illegal search and seizure. Then he brought his brother on, and his brother said that it was dismissed because the cop, Darren Chase, who arrested him, was caught masturbating and sending dick pics to an underage juvenile or minor, but we never seen any paperwork to substantiate either of these claims, right? So we're gonna get to it right now. Street certified news, Chi-Town in the house. Oppo. Yeah, someone said he got a Janet Jackson mic talking about what.
What's going on? I'm Larry Hoover Jr. and I'm rocking with Street Certified News. Oh, it is your boy Kiss, man. Shout out to Street Certified News. What's your boy El Hitter, Mr. Oh yeah, y'all already know what it is, man. I'm rocking with Street Certified News. We got behind the scenes, man. We're gonna tie this bitch up. What up, it's your boy Bum J. We rocking with Street Certified News.
Blake, Brian Blake got everything.
Street Certified News, man. Shout out Big Bo. Shout out Wack.
Yo. It's your boy Mixel Guapo, man. Street Certified News. We back with another one. Man, first off, man, if you guys could stop, man, smack that like button on this video, man. It always helps. You know what I'm saying? When you guys drop that like button, you guys always support our videos. We greatly appreciate it. This week, man.
Yeah, he got to bring that paperwork.
With all this Rolling 60 stuff going on and Big U, and there's been a lot of people that have like kind of come out just more than us and have really had negative words for WACK100 regarding his information and how he shares information and how it could potentially be helping law enforcement. WACK100 continues to claim that, you know, he's a street guy and he abides by street codes and street rules, but he always seems to find himself in embroiled situations where he's given a little bit too much information to law enforcement, or he's being treated a little bit too lenient by law enforcement. Although we're not really gonna get into the Big U shit, we might get into it a little bit later. We wanted to get into a 2006 gun case where WACK100 and his brother, both convicted felons, were caught with seemingly an artillery of firearms. You know, shout out to Active Chuck's Deuce M's. We spoke to him later in the video, and he gave us some insight. This was all information that he collected directly from the county office down there in Texas. So he'll talk to us about that later. In part one of the video, we spoke with gangster documentarian Al Prophet. In part two, we're really going to break down this 2006 gun case and how it coincidentally lines up with an older story that we told you guys about WACK100 getting caught on wiretap with the Stutterbox, Liddell Rawls, Mark Stevens case
for you,
in the Main Street Mafia Crips. So, hey, man, look, with no further ado, it's all going to come together, man. Trust me, it's crazy. So, hey, with no further ado, man, it's your boy Michelle Guapo, man. Street Certified News.
April 16th, 2005.
Little Bo Peep used the smart buying tools on Amazon Business. She's not so little anymore.
Uber
Eats knows when your team scores extra points.
Hit that like button if y'all in here. Y'all getting exclusive content. We finna break it down, and I'm gonna introduce the new people to Debbie Does Dallas. If y'all don't know Debbie, she's
Aaron Chase was on a routine patrol on Interstate 40,
Let's
Weller County, Texas. He would pull over a 2005 Cadillac for driving 77 in a 70-mile-per-hour speed zone. The driver, later identified as Cash McElroy Jones, stated that he was a truck driver and always ran about 5 miles over the limit. He also stated that he was en route to Tulsa, Oklahoma for a funeral. At some point during the traffic stop, the trooper would ask Cash Jones for permission to search his vehicle. After denying the request, K-9 units were called to the scene. During the search, troopers located a black rifle, black shotgun, a loaded black pistol, along with several clips and large amounts of ammunition for each gun. Following the recovery of the firearms from the vehicle, both Cash Jones and his passenger, who would later go on to be identified as his brother, would be arrested, with both men being charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Soon after this arrest, he would be briefly placed on a Fed hold before posting a $10,000 bond.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Once out of jail,
that's a fact.
Wack 100 would travel back to Los Angeles, where he would continue working with Death Row Records and Suge Knight. Only 2 years later, in January 2008, police would name Knight as one of the members of the mob Pyru Street Gang in a crackdown by authorities in the city of Compton. Despite his music industry connections and now managing Ray J and rapper The Game, Wack 100's name would be left out of the crackdown. In that same year, Cash Jones, aka Wack 100, would be caught on wiretap, informing business partner Mark Stevens that the Main Street Mafia Crip leader Liddell Rawls was under investigation for the kidnapping and beating of Robert Ross, aka Stutterbox. Liddell Rawls, who prosecutors said was the leader of the Main Street Mafia Crips gang, would be accused in a criminal complaint filed in February 2011 of directing members to kidnap, beat, and rob the victim, Robert Ross. CS2 Back will play a pivotal role in that case, both helping authorities connect the dots to Dale Dog via the wiretap phone calls and eventually helping Main Street beat their case.
Let's play Stutterbox talking to Wack.
This what I'm trying to figure out, though, Box. Help me understand this, because me and you both know that whole case was your thing. What is Mark saying I had to do with the case, bro?
Wack, listen, in the paperwork, it said you tried to call Dog, remember?
I tried
and
to
he won't take your call. And I sent it to you. And he said
I talked to Dog.
But he said he didn't talk to you. He wouldn't take your call. But they said he wouldn't talk. Yeah, and Dog said he was cool. He didn't want to talk to you.
That's what you said.
That's what you said is going off of what...
That whole Main Street shit, that was your play. I had nothing to do with it. I was a victim.
Only 1 month after the indictment of the Main Street Mafia Crips, on March 9th, 2011, Cash Jones, aka Wack 100, would appear in Texas State Court to have his charges finally dismissed from that 2006 unlawful possession of a firearm case, where he was caught with multiple firearms and ammunition. The stated reason for the dismissal was not lack of evidence or a violation of Wack 100's rights, as he claims, but based on the paperwork, Wack 100's gun case was dismissed in the interest of justice. So investigating this story, we tapped in with our brother Deuce M's from After Chuck's, a very popular California-based media company. They really tapped into the streets, and you know, Deuce M's, man, this is somebody who, when it comes to Wack 100, and he's done extensive research on this guy. He really breaks down, you know, how Wack 100, you know, and why he concocted this whole improper search and seizure thing.
So this is my question. So Wack has addressed this before, right? Because we know the story real. We got the paperwork. He can't dispute it. It's a real case. He really got caught with hella guns as a felon in Texas. With other people. And his brother was a felon, right? So it was 2 felons that got caught. Right. So has he ever explained how these charges got dropped? Because you sent me the paperwork and I see what it say, and it says in the interest of justice.
I sent you the video where he claims that it was dismissed for illegal search and seizure, right? Now, within that same paperwork that you got, I got that paperwork from the clerk of Wheeler County, Texas, the deputy clerk, old Debbie McLaughlin, right? And you probably can see that on the email, right?
Right.
To verify where I got it from. And there was a motion to suppress the evidence, which essentially argued fruits of a poisonous tree based upon the argument that this was an illegal search and seizure.
Right, I saw that. And the judge denied that.
Right. Now, Wack, I'm going to send you the thing where Wack is saying that's how his case got dismissed.
I get pulled over and the search happened in Texas, right? So immediately, that's why they had the Fed hold. They like, well, yeah, you know, he crossed the state lines, but you can't prove none of that. How you know I didn't pick it up in Texas? If she found something.
Wheeler County.
Wheeler County, there you go, Cass Jones, Wheeler County. Them motherfuckers. Hey, bro, shout out to Texas for having audio and video on the front of their squad cars. Because if I'd have been in Cali Beach, I'd have been fucked. I'd have had to take it. Because they have the right to report based on the audio, the video and the audio.
Yeah.
Like if I'd have been to California, it'd have been my word against theirs, but an ex-con word against theirs or how they got it. Them niggas could have said they saw something on the back seat. They could have said all kind of shit. But because they had audio and video, that's what saved me.
Each gummy in Sambuca is packed with the superpower of black elderberries, vitamin D, and the immunity-boosting trio of a whole 8 oranges worth of vitamin C. And sorry, sugar.
Now, they really gonna make us watch that whole slow-ass commercial?
And that would save who? From them whooping your ass or you down that highway? It's crazy.
So basically, Wack is lying about why this case got dismissed, and we know that because we contacted the clerk in Texas. They sent the paperwork, and it clearly states that his motion to suppress was denied because the judge found that none of his rights got violated. They did the right kind of search, and this is what they found. So then when they had the right probable cause. So he didn't get that evidence suppressed. So then when I see the motion to dismiss and the judge grants it, and I see it's a list of all of these things that it could be.
Right.
And it's a lot of
checked.
You said what?
One of the boxes is checked.
Right, only one of the boxes is checked.
Yeah,
but the things that it could be were surprising because it was like lack of evidence. Nope, that's not the problem. Illegal search and seizure. Nope, that's not the problem. Like I think it said something like the person that died, or it was like a few different reasons why they would drop the case, and none of those things were X'd off except for this thing that they call in the interest of justice. What's your take on what does that mean when a person get a case dismissed? Like what is in the interest of justice? What does that usually mean?
Jail. That was the first time I ever heard it, right? So in the interest of justice essentially means that the prosecution filed that motion to dismiss the case. So WACK100's attorneys and WACK100 had to convince the prosecution that it would be in the interest of justice that 2 ex-felons crossing federal state lines, making it traveling interstate commerce, making it a federal case, that sending out that message is that it's cool. It's in the interest of justice that we don't prosecute this dude, which is a far-fetched reach, right?
Especially in Texas, it's people that got 5 years for just weed in Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
You know what I'm saying? So this is my other question. So like you said, he's trafficking goods across state lines. Him and his brother are already convicted felons. Somehow, some way, they get their charges dropped. Why did this thing never go federal?
Right? The feds have put a Fed hold on him off of the top. He admitted to the police in a statement to the trooper, Darren Chase, that they had came from California and he was going to pick up his mother for because she can't travel. But the dude 7 dudes, that's pretty much what happened. Says you're right. He got a bail. His brother didn't get bail. They let him out first. He only had $180, but he had a black card. He says that a white man picked him up, him and his brother, but if the bail bond was closed until a couple days later, how did you? And then he said the airport was 50 miles away. He was transferred to Beaumont, a federal facility or some kind of holding facility in Beaumont. He was in jail for not just a night or overnight to the next day. He says 6-7 days later, he was still in jail on a hold, and that the feds came all the way to where he was at to tell him, hey, look, we don't want to pick up the case. Like, why would the feds come talk to you in person?
Right, they just wouldn't pick it up.
Or they would fax over information to the jail or to the district attorney in that city. Now, y'all can pick it up. We can't do it. Why did they have to come speak to you face to face and then you get a bail? You know what I'm saying?
And then they don't pick it up. So this was the interesting thing I'm gonna put in there, and it's gonna come with the story. Like I said, we working on the story.
Peter Piper used the smart buying tools from Amazon Business and positively
hit
prospered.
that like button if y'all in here. We gonna get to the Karen.
Summit Series was never.
Hit that like button. Hey, make sure y'all active in the chat, man. Participate in that poll. We'll be reading out the poll right now.
1 month. So in my research, and this is a little spoiler, man. So you know what I'm saying? Within the research, that Main Street Mafia case where WACK100, we know by now, was caught on the wiretap. The indictment for that case was February 2011. That's when those guys got indicted. Now they end up the case getting dropped in June, but they got indicted in February 2011.
Right.
WACK100 got.
What was going on before that?
Huh?
But the case, see,
the case started in 08. So yeah, I know the case started in 08, and they was investigating it that whole time. Wack was caught on wiretap in 08, but they actually didn't file the charges to 2011.
Because Starbucks went to jail.
Coincidentally, a month later, WACK100 gets his Texas gun case dropped almost a month to the day in March of 2011. And you
did your calculation.
You can check the dates. I was gonna say you can check the dates. They indicted Bell Dog and Main Street Mafia Crips in February 2011 after a 3-year investigation or 4-year investigation. And a month later, WACK100 got his gun case dropped in Texas.
It's your boy, Emerxo Guapo, Street Certified News, man. The most reputable source for urban media. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for staying tuned to this 2-part series. Shout out L Prophet, man. Shout out Deuce M. And like I said, man, really the moral of the story is a lot of these guys be lying about who they is, they life or whatever, and they perpetuating images that are not positive for the kids. And it's even more hypocritical because they perpetuate images that they not living even in the first place. So, hey, like I said, man, Street Certified News, the most reputable source for urban media. We appreciate you, man. Please hit that like, comment, subscribe, man. We love you.
Like button.
We out.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. He's saying you don't have to identify a name. You can't take a plea in a conspiracy without your co-defendant's consent. It is a mission on and damages their fight in the case. No, you're right about that. Let me see. That's something that co-defendants discuss. But now that become plausible because what happened in the BG case where niggas say that, he said he was going to take the gun and didn't take it, so I told the police he did it. So it's a slippery slope, bro. Getting everybody on that case together and seeing what the understanding was will probably help bring some kind of understanding to this situation. All I know, 2 ex-felons got pulled over with guns and ammo. Don't add up. In a rental car from California, and you get pulled over in Texas. Wack's mom weighed over 400 pounds, so she couldn't fly in an airplane. Oh, man. Ben Yadu, howdy, salute. I'm going to keep in conversation. Salute, kings and queens. All praises to the Most High, man. All praises to the Most High, man. I talked to dog. That's like Gunna and YSL. Similar, bro. It's definitely similar, but it's also a little different. So, that's the poll we should have. Let me see what poll we got right now. We got WACK100 started working after the Texas gun case, 38%. Started working after the Main Street Mafia Crip case, 3%. Was always a plant since the row, 59%.
That's serious.
Damn. What you think about that, Southern Force?
Man, I think they might be on to something because they probably thinking about when he was begging and pleading Stutterbox to get on. Put me on, man. Put me on.
Right.
Put me on.
That became his cover, bro. You know what I'm saying? People looking at him as an executive, as a street nigga. as all of this shit, right? He got the game, one of the West Coast biggest rappers at the time. He's managing Ray J, who come Brandy's brother, got the bag. He's going platinum, hanging around Shaquille O'Neal and Money Mark Stevens and Jimmy Hinchman and Suge Knight. So from the outside, they're gonna be like, well, shit, he gotta be cool. He from the street on Paul Rule, and he get to doing all of those antics. They gonna associate him with real Paul Rules that they met. You know what I'm saying? With real gangsters they met, real West Coast niggas that they met, but all alone.
Let me just see. Let's look at the.
Because the documentary I'm doing is about gun traffickers that seem to not be held accountable by the court of law. So
let's see here. The indictment says Cash McElroy Jones did then and there, having been convicted of a felony of assault with a firearm on the 12th of May, 1994, in the cause number of the Supreme Court of Los Angeles County. In the case in the docket, it said California versus Cash. So, but this one is unlawful possession of a firearm. I guess he was convicted out of the state of California.
Yes, I found that one. I think he was a juvenile for that one. Then he gets caught in Wheeler, Texas, with guns. I don't know how many. I'm trying to see how many were charged in the indictment. And was this indictment a federal indictment or just a Texas state?
The state of Texas.
Okay.
And it doesn't say how many. It just says that unlawful possession of a firearm. So it doesn't tell me how many.
The BB gun Desperado.
I don't know if they did. In 2006. I was trying to see if there was. Nope, there's nothing in here to tell me. Like the PCI, the whatever you call it, the pre-sentencing investigation. Sometimes they're filed. And I thought there might be one in here, but there's not, and it would tell me everything. But let's see. There's really nothing else in here that's of any.
Even in 2005, 2006, that was standard procedure for them to file a pre-sentence investigator report?
They had them, but sometimes they didn't give them to us.
Right.
But there's nothing really. All it is a bunch of just regular documents that's filed and some subpoenas. And then they got the motion in order to dismiss.
Which was denied.
No, he was dismissed.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about in 2011 or 2010, right?
Yes, 2011, yes.
And that was dismissed in the interest of justice.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut.
I'm just gonna
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that.
Obviously, it's kind of suspicious. This isn't normal, but I'm just looking at it from the perspective of I done heard motion to dismiss for illegal search and seizure, violations of one's constitutional rights, but for me, I'm quite sure if I got caught with a gun, that they wouldn't be telling me they're dismissing me for in the interest of justice. Unless,
on this
exactly.
Tanya Karen G, salute.
All right. What was your name again?
Yeah, shout out to the moderators. Blue
Debbie,
Smile.
thank you for your professionalism. I really appreciate
working,
it.
Period.
You're sure welcome. I'll get to you.
Plead the fifth.
It makes a lot of sense now when we get to the interest of justice. Because I'm like, how did this just end?
Well, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
I'm quite sure he didn't. So I'm gonna take your advice. Thank you.
Well, do you need the indictment or just the motion?
The indictment, the motion to dismiss, and if you have the motion to dismiss for illegal search and seizure because I think that one was denied. And it was later
he got that shit
dismissed in the interest of justice.
Probably had Greg Caton.
Okay, let me look through here. Hang on. All I'm seeing, but let me save this right quick. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, let me go back through here.
The Wack boy, that old truck driver, Debbie knows, slapped 100.
Order. But other than that, it's pretty much just basic paperwork.
Wack never talked to dog.
Did they have the original investigative report, like from the police officers that detained them?
We don't ever get that. No.
Okay.
No, we don't. Now, I mean, the sheriff's office might have some of that.
I'm gonna have to contact them. Maybe that'll help fill in a little more holes, so I'm not swinging in the blind before my audience with this documentary here.
Oh, so what channel is that? Oh, wait. Let me see here. Brief in support of motion to suppress.
Okay.
Let me see. He did file a motion to suppress. Gathered by, the defendant, Jones, previously filed a motion to suppress evidence gathered by the Texas Highway Patrol, the Wheeler County Sheriff's Office, and DPS for their actions prohibited by 4th, 5th, 6th, 14th Amendments. Let's see. He wanted any and all tangible evidence seized by the enforcement officers or others in connection with the detention and arrest of Mr. Jones in this case or in connection with the investigation. This really does. Okay, let's see. I'll just send this to you.
Okay.
And you can decide if that's something you need or not. How about that?
All right. And you said the local police that initially arrested them were sheriffs?
Well, it said DPS. It says Texas DPS, Wheeler County, and DPS Special Crimes.
DPS,
so I don't know if they
Wheeler County.
Uh-huh.
And what was the other one?
The DPS Special Crimes.
DPS Special Crimes. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I don't know what that
is. From a state which allows and permits us to bear arms under the Constitution, as long as it's out in the open and not concealed. For a gun case to be special crimes, this got to be bigger than I thought.
This says here that the vehicle he rented it, a vehicle from California. He returned it to the same location. It says Mr. Jones stated he and the passenger were traveling from California to Tulsa to bring back his mother in California for his brother's funeral. His brother had been murdered the morning of April 15, 2005 in Tulsa, and his body was going to be sent to California.
Oh, wow. So
I'm sending you that.
Yeah, so he did. Okay, yeah, please send that. And thank you for your professionalism again. If I'm ever in good old Texas, I might have to, after this documentary come out, I might have to buy you around at the bar.
Well, there is no bar here, but you can still stop in and see us.
It's that small of a city?
Oh my, we don't even have. We got a 4-way stop, and that's about it.
Oh, wow.
We're little.
Well, that's good for privacy. That's good for people who have old-fashioned values, want to raise their children. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you again.
Well, you're so welcome, and I hope this helps you. And if you need anything else, holler back, okay?
I will do.
All right. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let me just see. Let's look at the...
Because the documentary I'm doing is about gun traffickers that seem to not be held accountable by the court of law. So
let's see here. The indictment says Cash McElroy Jones did then and there, having been convicted of a felony of assault with a firearm on the 12th of May, 1994, in the cause number of the Supreme Court of Los Angeles County, in the case in the docket said California versus Cash. So, but this one is unlawful possession of a firearm. I guess he was convicted out of the state of California.
Yes, I found that one. I think he was a juvenile for that one. Then he gets caught in Wheeler, Texas, with guns. I don't know how many. I'm trying to see how many were charged in the indictment. And was this indictment a federal indictment or just a Texas state?
The state of Texas.
Okay.
And it doesn't say how many. It just says that unlawful possession of a firearm. So it doesn't tell me how many. Let me see. And I don't know if they did. That's back in 2006. I was trying to see if there was. Nope, there's nothing in here to tell me. Like the PCI, whatever you call it, the pre-sentencing investigation. Sometimes they're filed. And I thought there might be one in here, but there's not, and it would tell me everything. But let's see. There's really nothing else in here that's of any.
Even in 2005, 2006, that was standard procedure for them to file a pre-sentence investigation.
It's repetitive. We're going to cut that right there. Anything you want to say, Southern Force, before we get into it? Let me see what the chat's saying, but go ahead, bro.
Man, all I gotta say is, and that's why Debbie does Dallas. Man, she was ready to drop every fucking thing. That's why I be telling people, Texas, my home state, is fucking different. You know, good and well dudes that he would not be able to leave that goddamn border unless it was in the interest of justice. There's 3 deferrals in Texas. One is adjudicated, and in the interest of justice. But they're under the deferral law, the Deferral Act. So I'm like, bro, ain't no way you got a little mini Rambo arsenal in your trunk, a mini Rambo arsenal in your trunk. You think Texas ain't gonna let you go? Shit, they taking pictures and all that.
Yeah, he's getting watched for that. Special Crimes is crazy. The live had 12 viewers. And 11 were screen recording. This is crazy. Pork butt. Hey, wait. Pork butt came in the chat or something because they keep saying Reggie, and I must have missed it. Don't forget about. Let's see. We gonna call Pork butt the green fucking with your man, Tom. Pork butt. Pork butt.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get
he
you.
Over here crying, Papa, Levi.
Man.
You okay, boy? You down there crying? What happened? Yeah, he was crying in his sleep. He probably didn't protect his daddy in his sleep. That's the only thing I could see him crying about. Hold on. We finna call Pork Butt. Agree fucking with your man, Tom. Don't. What you mean? What up? I called you a couple times. You scared to talk to me now, huh? Wack been whooping your ass into submission, huh? Hey, wait. What did he tell you? You better stop talking to him. I know you ain't going out like a bitch like that, huh? Man, I don't know who the fuck he is. I was an active, full-fledged gangbanger, a year younger than him, and my name is arrestable status, and his name was unheard of. Nigga's a mystery with no history. Nigga, and that's coming from the homies that sip a coin, but that's cash. That nigga wasn't even no Wack. They called him Cash. That's your little homie. You put him on the road. You know what I'm saying? Are you laughing? Am I lying? Oh, so he come. No. Pooh Ryder didn't put him on the road. You put him on the road. Man, who brought him around? Who accepted him at the road? Pooh Ryder wasn't in that position. He was the rider. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Like we don't know. Was you just in my chat? Because they was in there talking about Reggie and pork butt. And I said, was Reggie in the chat? Because I didn't see him. Man, you listen to my shit just like you listen to Scandalous shit. Scandalous gonna cook something up on you, you keep reporting them. What? Yeah. What? Because you pissed me the fuck off. You said it's okay to poke back at you, and as soon as we hit you with some good. Oh yeah, John just did it. So you got this. So you got this Caucasoid, this mountaineer over there running you, huh? What's going on with you? I see you poker, agitating children. Children trying to call me Reg, and you were like, pork butt. Oh. I hadn't even ready to put up a video talking bad about his women and stuff. What he said you told on your wife, because he never said that it was your wife he was talking about. About what? When he said at the visit, and remember I told you, he said that he's his baby mama. Yeah, I'm saying he's saying that he said when he said you went and he got his dick sucked on the side of the bathroom or the. I ain't been to CMC, only level 4. But when I asked you, you didn't tell me that you knew what I was talking about because you kissed her afterwards. What? Then how did you know what I was talking about, Reggie? She came on Thursdays and Sundays, and Michelle came on Friday and Saturday. Well, all I'm saying is, he said that his mother, rest in peace, was. He said she questioned whether you was, huh? If his mama came and said they kissing, your woman is kissing Reggie. She said Junior. She said Junior. That's what she called you, right? Junior. She called me Reggie. She didn't call me Junior. She called me Reggie. But if your woman is kissing, tongue kissing Reggie, who works for you and who you taking care of, got her living in a house, got her riding around the 500 Benz and stuff, and all of that, and then you gonna come home and have a baby with her, and you ain't gonna check her the next Sunday when she come up there. She was like the type of dude. So why was you so now I know why you really was helping Teresa Swan out. So you and Teresa Swan or Tamika, whatever name they want to call her, she has so many aliases. So y'all were something. That's not the same person as Tamika Wright, is it? No. Tamika Wright is Easy what? Okay. Oh, wait. So, what's your wife's name? My wife's name is Teresa. Teresa. Okay, so that's not the same person. No. Okay. And wait, ain't Teresa the one that got whacked? History expungement. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that, but that was it, man. What you think about this? Your boy WACK100 said he gonna bring his sentencing transcripts from that Texas case. Oh, I don't know. I keep telling you, you don't believe me. I don't follow shit like that. I don't even follow shit Wack be talking. Then but you following Suge. Hey, man, what's up with you and this infatuation with Suge's phallus?
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm just asking you.
If he got a nigga that's infatuated with him, you get rid of a nigga like that. You have no idea. And y'all need to talk to people. How much of his shit I ran. I ran Suge's life up until 2002.
You was the security guard. This nigga was a multi-million-dollar mogul.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I said in meetings with Jimmy Ivy when he was home, making moves and making decisions.
What was your position at the meeting when Suge met with Jimmy Iovine and you were there? Security, right? How did you make the deal? So David Canner, was David Canner there?
David Canner wasn't even involved. Suge stopped dealing with David Canner in 97, 98 on anything business.
So what attorney did y'all have representing death row interests at that point?
But all he did was did the paperwork, the transitional. And Suge dealt with everything. Me and Suge, I'll be the first to say, I would run everything by Suge, and Suge be like, yeah, do that.
Oh, so you was Suge's little runner boy.
Pretty much.
Okay, so stop saying you ran his label. You was his runner. It's a difference.
No, Suge didn't even care for a couple of years. He was like, whatever.
So what's the latest on Keefe D?
You asked me what I did when Suge was at meeting with Jimmy Ivy.
Okay. So what's going on with Keefe D now? Mob James trying to change up, huh? About seeing the white Cadillac that night at 662. Man, Man, listen, he already told on FG and Shitty Mike anyway, so. Nah, he didn't have to. He was a confidential source or informant or something. A paid informant or whatever it was. He don't. Yeah, well, yeah, it is a big difference, but a rat is a rat is a rat is a rat. What I bet you gonna be it. So it is you getting on the stand on Puffy if they charge Puffy? Well, no, I'm just saying it because he's saying what. No, I'm telling you what Keefe D's saying. I didn't say what's gonna happen to Puffy. Man, well, all that drop when Zip didn't talk about it. Well, what one thing he's saying right now, he pointing the finger at you and Diddy. Were you and Mob James doing security or asked to do security for the Southside Crips?
I thought to a normal person. I ain't talking to the person that's trying to get contact.
Hey, Reggie. So was Diddy really trying to ask you right way protective services?
Let me just clear that up. So I'm talking to a content creator now. What happened was a guy by the name of James Michael. They had contacts. They only worked at Inglewood. They were looking for some security. James came and told me, "Hey man, this is some guys that are looking for some security for bad boys for tonight because they in town."
So Mob James was the snake the whole motherfucking time.
No, Mob James. I think I said James McMichaels.
Oh, I thought you said James McDonald. Okay. No, I know he lived over there in the Southside Compton, and I think his bro, his bitch did. Wait.
If you was a Pyru, if you was a blood or Pyru, that's one of your big homies. Because everybody used to go over there. Every blood set in LA or Watts or Compton, used to go over there and party at Jane's house on Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday. Every year, it seemed like 1,000 firearms of blood, even from San Diego, was over there at that house on Diane in the corner.
Well, no, I know that, but he didn't have no broad. He was fucking over there in the South Side. So you knew what I was talking to, but you wanted to put in a perfect term. Okay, so go ahead about this security opportunity. Bad Boy Records was trying to offer the head of Death Row Security.
A security guard that worked for me named James McMichael came and told me that he could hook me up with a security contract. And once he told me who it was, I said, nigga, I am not working for them. They would not want me working for them. It's out of the conversation. That was all that was said. And the only reason any of y'all know that about that is because who brought it up and told it? Reggie Wright. So y'all start trying to make them create like y'all done. That's a breaking up.
No, I'm not saying that that's breaking news. It's really just an update because that right now they digging in. What's the dude name trying to do the documentary? I think he. What's that motherfucking name? He told them niggas to call the feds on me.
Motherfucker that don't even know nothing about Tupac, didn't give a fuck about Tupac, that's trying to help free Tupac's killer. Okay, if y'all don't want to snitch on a nigga going to jail for killing Tupac, then you're supposed to go do something. If not, just shut up and let the justice play their part.
Well,
if you got love for Tupac like all y'all trying to claim y'all do.
Man, you know I got love for Pac. That's why I don't trust your ass. No, I don't want them to have justice. I want them to have street justice. Man, I ain't never met that nigga in a minute. Ever since he told on half of LA, I don't know nobody. But yeah, no, you sent me the paperwork. As a matter of fact. No, I knew he started cooperating about once they caught him with what was it, some Sherm? Yeah, I didn't know all that. Yeah, I didn't know all that till I got that paperwork. He might have been, besides Reggie Wright Jr., he might have been the biggest rat the city of Los Angeles, the county of Los Angeles ever had. Oh. Hey, Reggie, you still a cop, Reggie. Yeah, because you was a dirty cop.
I wasn't dirty. Dirty is when you put dope on niggas, beating them up, taking their money and shit. You can't get one nigga from cop that ever said, I handcuffed them and whooped their ass. No,
dirty is when you still moving drugs and you with your police buddy.
I did marijuana. And I did that way in 2012.
Well,
since 96.
Reggie, you still a cop, and you was still a 137 federal force. What does your handler say about you getting caught selling weed? Wait, your handler didn't know who you was?
You talking about Phil Carson? That's who you talking about?
No, I'm not saying Phil Carson, your handler. I think Darren Dupree. I think Darren Dupree or Greg Caden is your handler. Well, you did sit down and proffer with Reggie, with Greg Caden and them. You lied to me about that shit too. Well, you sat down and talked with Greg Caden. Reg, I got Greg Caden talking about how he got you.
Greg Caden was off the case by the time we were ready to deal with me and stuff like that.
I don't know. You got a lot of sit downs with the feds, Red. So I know. You ain't got none, and then you got 3. Which one is it, nigga?
But that was me taking people that work for Death Row down there, and the other one was when your boy Tata when Suge called me and told me, hey, the feds calling up to the office about a check. Well, he didn't tell me that. That's what I ended up finding out. I gave Tata a check for $30,000. Asked him, did I put him in jail? You know me and Tata still fuck with each other.
Yeah, no, no, you and Tata did legitimate business with you. He had. Oh.
But the feds called me down about that.
Okay, that was one time. If I know Tata, then how the fuck you gonna say? If I know Tata and he was behind my music, how you gonna say that I don't know nobody and didn't nobody know me in the industry? You just said. Oh, here you go with that. Now we fucking each other in the jail. Hey, no, we wasn't selling. We was in the same jail though. Hey, pork butt, listen. I see you trying to poke, so I'm gonna poke back at you. Bye, pork butt. Pork butt. That was Veggie wrong. Veggie wrong. You know what I'm saying? Reggie is full of crap. He's full of crap. Diss track title part 9 for clarity. That nigga got the roast and he said me and Tata was homos. But he trying to jab back because he definitely seen how I was on him. But did y'all see he confirmed what Suge had told us, that he went to go visit with Tanisha Swan. He went to go visit Suge, and Suge's mom was there. So when after, I guess she's supposed to gave Suge some head or something like that, after he busts off in her mouth, she's leaving, and this nigga's supposed to be tongue kissing her, right? Suge says his mom told him, hey, you need to watch pork butt in that bitch. Like, what you mean? I seen him tongue kissing her after he left the visiting, and this right. So when I asked him, I said, man, Suge said you was kissing his bitch after she sucked your dick at visit. He said, oh, man, I know what he talking about. But no, man, she didn't do nothing with him, so you was kissing her. After leaving visit.
You nasty motherfucker.
That's why I'm like, nigga, so how you knew who I was talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The lovely Leo said just nasty.
So he transferring sperm banks and shit through the mouth.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, he followed Suge behind Suge's phallus, man. I don't know if he's infatuated with that man's phallus, but that's some nasty work. You know what I'm saying? Then I ran his company. Then we get to the details, and he's running for Suge.
Nice one, Deuce.
Yeah, go do this. Yeah, go do this. He was a gopher.
Running,
it ain't nothing wrong with being a gopher. Listen, bro. Right now, if Southern Force had a plan for an app, a mobile app, right? And I believed in it, and he got the funding, he got the connections. And I'm like, damn, bro, I think this is going to take off, man. I'm bring everything I can to it. And he like, look, Deuce, you got some good, what you call it, but I really need your help on this. I need you to be there to help take the stress off me. You need to be my gopher. Listen, it's a multi-million-dollar deal. I'm going to be the gopher. You know what I'm saying? I think Diddy started off as a gopher at Uptown Records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get an internship, or you become a gopher. You meet and network with a lot of different people. You meet powerful people, important and intelligent connections, and even more than that, you get to learn the business, practical application of business models. You know what I'm saying? Nasty work. But look, man, we finna go. Byron Blake calls out WACK100. How did an ex-felon beat a gun case in Texas? Hey, look, we definitely is going to be back with more on this. Wack has agreed, I don't think he's going to hold up to it, to debate Byron Blake and talk about this Texas case. I don't believe he's going to do it. But if he does, we definitely will cover it. Salute to Southern Force. Salute to everybody in the chat. Y'all hit that like button. Hey, look, turn on them notifications. And not just hitting the bell, you got to go into your phone to the YouTube app, and make sure that it's the YouTube app notifications is on. People are saying they turn on the notification and they're not getting it. Well, that's the big hold up with YouTube. You don't just turn it on YouTube. You got to go to your app, to the settings, go to the YouTube app and turn your settings on there. You'll get the notifications and we're going to bring you that mail. Let's go. He was Andre Harrell's golfer. Yeah. See you later. All right, lovely Leo. We out of here. G-Max, salute. Dehin Sabin Ben Yahuda, salute. Drew V, salute. Love y'all.